It's your girl Nisi here with Wild Pear Tarot. Thanks so much for tuning in to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a tarot and oracle reader, also an alchemist and a light worker. I usually do celebrity readings. But this reading today, I decided to do a pick a card reading for the full moon. The full moon is going to be on Halloween this year, October 31st. And I believe it's going to be historical as far as, I think this is like the second full moon this month. It's the full moon is going to be in Taurus, so a lot of Taurian energy, and it's supposed to be a really powerful time. Of course, the spiritual veil is very thin right now, so if you are, talking to your ancestors and praying and have some sort of spiritual regimen going on, please continue to keep that up. But Spirit wanted me to, do a full moon reading for the collective. Now, I asked that, this reading is for any messages that you need to hear for the full moon. What's coming up for you? What is it that you need to take into consideration or hear? Any specific messages? And you can pick any particular pile. Whatever resonates with you, just choose that. The first pile is the citrine crystal. And I'll show that up here, the citrine crystal. The second pile number 2, is the blue agate crystal. Really beautiful. The third pile is my rose quartz. Beautiful rose quartz. And the last one, pile number 4, is the fire quartz crystal. All right, so I suggest that you take 3 deep breaths so you can just tune in to your intuition. Pick a pile that resonates with you at this time. Again, the energy is kind of surging. This full moon is coming up in a couple of days, so take a couple of deep breaths and choose which pile you think resonates with you at this time. And you can, of course, always go back and choose. And before we kind of get into the piles here, I wanted to, so as I was shuffling, guys, I was asking Spirit, okay, what messages, what's the main message, or what messages need to come forth for the collective for this pick a pile reading? And this card flipped out, and I turned it over here because it's the 2 of Cups. So this energy, this is going to be a theme for every pile, is what Spirit is showing me. This 2 of Cups. This is the 2 of Cups. All right. And so this is a powerful time. This represents divine partnerships. This can also signify, and it's not just romantic, but it does signify connectivity, connection, again, partnerships, communication, synergy, giving and receiving, reciprocity. So this just isn't relegated to romantic situations and relationships. So as we go through, these different piles, really think about this theme and what the 2 of Cups represents, and some of the, kind of words and that I've used to kind of what Spirit is bringing up to me. This is really about connection. This is about connection. So think about that as, this reading kind of goes along. So let's get started. All right. Hey, pile number 1. All right. So if you picked pile number 1, let's get started and see what your messages are from Spirit. All right. We got the Emperor. We got the Knight of Rods. The Three of Swords. And the Blue Moon. All right, so the Emperor card. The Knight of Rods. This is equivalent to the Knight of Wands. The Three of Swords. And Believe in the Impossible Blue Moon. All right, so first let's get into the tarot cards, these three cards here, and then this is the oracle card that came through. So there's a song, and when I was shuffling earlier, there was a song that came to me, and I'm gonna have to look up what the who sang this song because I do not know. But it was "We Didn't Start the Fire." I don't know who sang that song. It's not coming to me right now, but "We Didn't Start the Fire." That song is coming up particularly for this pile, and that's kind of that's quite interesting. But this has to do with a father figure in your life, a father figure who has unfortunately kind of turned their back on you. I'm looking at the Emperor card here, and then the King, or excuse me, the Knight of Wands here, and then the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is definitely a card that's signaling some kind of pain, some kind of emotional pain. It could be, it could be a physical one, but the energy I'm picking up from this is that this is dealing with someone feeling scorned, someone feeling like a father figure, or it could be a father figure, a parent, a mentor, someone that you look up to has turned their back on you, and you are preparing to just kind of forge ahead with or without them, with or without their help, their assistance, without their guidance. It's like with this Knight of Wands, I'm seeing he's kind of carrying this wand, and he's moving forward. He's looking forward. He's looking ahead. He has his protections on. He has his wand energy, his energy of passion, his energy of making things happen, and he's going to do what it do. So this is showing me that, again, going back to this main, card here from the beginning, this Two of Cups, this is about connections and about partnerships. This particular deck is in regards to a particular father figure or paternal figure in your life who has unfortunately not stepped up and been the person that they needed, that you needed them to be. And because of that, it's caused a lot of emotional pain, an emotional, like, torrential pain as far as like how you see other people, how you see relationships with the male figures in your life. And this is something that you're going to have to address and heal on this journey. This is something that you're going to have to address. It does show you still moving forward, moving on, despite them turning away from you, despite the Emperor turning away. And the Emperor is actually feeling this Three of Swords energy as well, just as much as you are. But Spirit's saying it's time to forge your own path. Like, Spirit's also saying, for some of you, like, you did all you could to try to salvage some kind of connection or relationship with this person. You did all you could. And so pat yourself on the back for that. Be grateful and have gratitude for the experience, but it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. So this full moon is going to be, for some of you, it's going to be healing that pain that you have succumbed to in the past, that you succumbed to in the past when it came to a relationship with a male figure in your life. And for some of you, I'm getting like some of your sons, like if you're a parent and you have a son, one or several, they're acting a bit reckless, and it's because they need your love right now. They need your attentiveness. They need your attention. So it for some of you, this is a select few. For some of you who are parents and have sons, either one or more, this is them kind of saying, you know, I don't want to go at it alone. I don't want to go down this path by myself, but I'm gonna do it if I have to. And they need that attentiveness. You know, the Emperor is supposed to be, represents that kind of father figure in some regards. In this energy I'm picking up, he represents this kind of father figure. And so he's looking away. He's looking at something else. His attention, his gaze is looking in the opposite direction from you. And so because of that, you're feeling upset. You're feeling, you know, it's like the whole, like, I don't care. You know, that it reminds me, Spirit's showing me that scene of Will Smith and Uncle Phil, and how you know, it was that scene where his father, his biological father, just kind of left and, like, you know, pretty much left his ass, like left Will to fend for himself, and you know, didn't want to make amends, and he felt so broken and so hurt, and Uncle Phil just kind of like wrapped his arms around him and was like, you're loved, you know. And there was like a huge moment in that show. And so it just kind of reminds me of that. Like, that is kind of what you're yearning for some of you. You're kind of yearning for that type of energy. Again, you're yearning for that type of connection. And for some of you, it's just not going to be there. Like that, unfortunately, this male figure, their gaze and their attention is turned away, and it's focused on something else. So now, for some of you, it's now the time to kind of dry your eyes, you know, heal from that, start to address those things. If you want to consider going to therapy, if you want to consider, you know, maybe getting a male mentor, but don't let other people's choices define you and define who you are. Do not let that happen. You keep your heart open. Even I know, you know, especially when you're going through some kind of emotional pain and feeling heartbroken because that connection is severed. But I really, and Spirit wants me to push this. It's like, this is the time to start that healing process. This is a time to start to address that, and to see what you can do to forgive when you are ready to forgive, if and when you are ready to forgive. Because for some people, they don't care about forgiveness, or they don't want to do that. That option is there if you so choose, but it is really about healing that. You don't want that to fester, because then you'll transform into something like this, into an emperor, or that same type of figure. So it's almost like breaking that. For some of y'all, it's going to be breaking those generational traumas that have caused particular father figures to be this way. You don't have to turn out the way. You don't have to become that. So make sure that you address that during this full moon, and I would say into the next couple of months. The next 2 to 3 months, Spirit is saying, it's like, just start to deal with that. Start to go through it. It's going to be painful. As this 3 of Swords is showing, it's going to be painful, but you can do it. You can get through it. And also believe in the impossible. This is the blue moon here coming out, and I believe this is also representing the Taurus full moon that's coming out on Halloween. It's also going to be a blue moon, if I'm not mistaken. But that's important to take into consideration. Let me see if Spirit has anything to say about this. And I'm going to also look in the guidebook. Spirit is saying automatically, I'm like trying to, Spirit's talking to me as I'm like, don't give up on yourself. This is not the time. Spirit's saying this is not the time to give up on yourself, y'all. Believe in the impossible. Just this phrase alone is telling you, just when you think that things are dire and you think that you can't make a way, you can make a way out of no way. You really can. Spirit's telling you to believe. This is the time to believe. This is the time for you to move forward. Move forward with your dreams. Move forward with all the things that you want to have and hold in your life. Keep going. Keep going. Yes, this Three of Swords, it's like this Three of Swords is going to be, it's interesting the way things are lined up here, this Three of Swords here. It's like, this is going to be a hurdle, y'all. This is just going to be, it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle in your way. It's an obstacle in your way, but that means in order for you to get through it, you have to heal it. Like, that's the only way, y'all. That's the only way. So, it's important that you take the time to really address that, during this full moon. And for a select, Spirit's telling me, I don't even have to look at this guy, but Spirit's telling me it's like for a select few of you, for a very select few of Spirit, I'm getting from Spirit is that some of the male figures, or there's going to be like a father figure who hasn't been a part of your life for a really long time, and they're going to show up before the year ends. Either, I'm thinking sometime in late November, early December, even into late December. But for a select few, this is for a small few of you that have chosen this pile, that there is going to be a father figure or someone that you connected with over the years who's a male figure in your life. They're going to be reappearing. It could be a male friend. It could be a mentor, someone that mentored you when you were a child and you're an adult now. It could be, your actual father, your biological father, who decides to reach out and look for you. Like, I'm seeing that happening before the year ends, or even into, I think Spirit's saying even into January, but like that's kind of the time frame. So just be mindful of that. All right. Blessings to you, love and light to you, healing to you, pile number one. And you got this, this is not just to be like, oh, love and light and like all that type of bullshit. No, like, yes, love and light to you and healing to you, y'all. I'm gonna say it because y'all need it. And, you guys got this. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. All right. All right, pile number 2. Welcome, y'all. If you chose pile number 2, let's get it cracking with the blue agate crystal. All right, let's see what message Spirit has for you for the full moon. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right. So, this is powerful. Okay, so we got the Six of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Six of Pentacles again, or the Six of Coins with this particular deck. And the Oracle card is Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. All right. Oh, man. This involves, okay, Spirit, the song that I'm picking up on, I always, Spirit will always send me songs and stuff like that. I'm picking up the song Someone to Love by John B. and Babyface. And that's for some of y'all, but this energy that I'm getting from this is that you, like, Spirit first, when I first heard Spirit, as I was turning over the cards, it's like you gave and you gave and you gave and you gave and you gave. Like, it's just like this never ending thing of like you giving. And the things that you gave people started to take from you. So much so that like you lost, like you didn't receive, it's like you didn't receive the reciprocity. Remember from, again, and I'm going to do this for every pile here. This Two of Cups is kind of the theme throughout all of these piles here. This Two of Cups energy. Reciprocity here. This is about reciprocity or lack thereof. That lack of people giving to you in the ways in which you need it. And because of that, you got to take this L, y'all. Y'all got to take the L. Y'all got to take this loss. But notice, Spirit is telling me it's unfortunately reversed. Spirit's saying this is reverse. Whew, okay. It's, and I'm tying this in here because this card came out. This is saying nothing will come of the situation, and they're right. Whatever you've been pouring into, whatever time, attention, resources, finances, love, like anything of value, or that you deem valuable in your life that you've been giving away, expecting some kind of reciprocity, it's not coming. The five of cups is in reverse, and that means all of the cups are empty. All of the cups have spilled. And so this is a huge loss, guys. And I know you guys are going to be feeling the brunt of this over the full moon, but this is a time to give back to yourself and to go through restoration. So allow other people to give to you. Allow other people to step up and give to you. Because what you were doing prior, it was not helpful. It was not helpful. What you thought was helpful was people actually taking from you, taking your energy, taking your energetic force, Spirit is telling me, taking your time, taking your valuables, and they're still, and some people have been like stealing from you. Some people have been stealing from you, right from underneath you. So it's like you're giving away. It's like Spirit showing me someone giving something to someone, and they're taking it, and then they're also stealing. It's like they're taking more than what you've given them, without your permission, and that's fucked up, y'all. And you don't deserve that, is what Spirit's telling me. Like Spirit, this energy is like, I got an attitude. I'm thinking of that song by Lakele 47. She's like, that song, bitch, I got an attitude. So what, I got an attitude? It's like, yes, I have an attitude because you took from me and you shouldn't have done that. And so now I'm going to take my things and go. And that's what you need to do. It's time for you to, any situation that you feel like you have been giving so much, giving, and there's no reciprocity, y'all. When there is no reciprocity, that means these people, whoever it is, it could be one person, it could be several people, it could be a family member, it could be a spouse, it could be, Spirit's even saying a child. And I know, of course, like in that type of dynamic, you know, of course you have to be very giving, but like, in these certain situations, or even in terms of spirit mentioning child, it's like maybe a child, there's a child that is giving a lot and not receiving in return. Like they're giving their love, they're showing their affection, and they're not receiving that from their parent in the ways in which they need to feel fulfilled and watered as a child. It's like, you know, for some of you, even for some of your kids, like it's like, you know, they feel empty for some of them, and they need to be taken care of. And it's time for other people to give back to you. So Spirit is saying you need to be very selective with who you spend your time with, who you give your attention to, who you are hanging out with. Like, this is the time during this full moon. It's like, y'all, you see how there's these several hands, there's two hands out, y'all, and you only got one coin. So what you need to do, And I know it's like, it shows that whole, there's balance here. I'm providing balance. But with this Five of Cups in the middle here and it being reversed is showing me that like there's an imbalance. There's an imbalance. It's showing, it's like there's an imbalance here, and you've given enough. You've given enough. You've given enough, and it's time to let go of that situation now. It's time to allow people to give to you. Allow people to give to you now. Allow people to give to you now. That's the time for this full moon. So you need to release whatever situations, people, anything that you are giving your attention to. It could be a project, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a business. It could be just something that you've been, you know, just over giving, y'all been giving too much, and you're losing, you're suffering, because it's a loss. It is a loss. And I Spirit's saying, it's like, you need to accept that. I need you to accept that. That's what Spirit's saying. I need you to accept that. That it's a loss and you need to accept it. And it's okay. Like, failure and loss is a part of life. It's just a part of life, y'all. And the sooner that you're able to have that realization and that understanding and acceptance, you're going to be able to be like, I deserve better. Or, let me learn from this experience and move forward and make better decisions. And be more mindful of, you know, who or what I give my time to. You know, and you get to learn from that. So Spirit's saying, like, take heed of that, and you know, understand that this is a loss. Accept it for what it is. But once you start that acceptance, then you can start to be like, you know what? Other people should be given to me. I've done enough. And I'm also picturing, this is for a select few of you. I'm seeing, I'm seeing a woman. I'm seeing an old lady, and she's like getting out her checkbook and writing a check. And so for some of you, and I'm talking to the, you know, elderly people, if there's someone in your life who you know, an older person in your life that you're very close to, like, stop taking from them, and to them, stop giving. Like, it's time for you to cut them finances off. Stop the check. You know, it's like, you're giving too much. You've been giving too much. And for also a select few, some of y'all are being stingy. This is only for like, Spirit saying for like 5 people, that watch this. It's like, for some of y'all being stingy, and God sees it. Spirit sees it. The universe sees it, and they see it. You know, scared money don't make no money. That's one element. So, you know, if you want to be Mr. Scrooge, Mr. or Mrs. Scrooge up in here, you know, just understand that, like, you know, it's going to be a loss for a select few. And it's only like 5 of y'all, Spirit's telling me. Only about 5 of y'all that watch this reading is y'all being stingy, and y'all need to correct that. And void, of course, moon. I mean, of course, like this message right here is Spirit saying these messages that come through is exactly what you need to hear. Nothing will come of this situation. This is connected to the 5 of Cups in reverse here. It's telling you it's a loss. Nothing's going to come of this situation. Even if you continue to pour into it, it's not happening. There's no reciprocity. All right, y'all. So love and light and healing to y'all on this journey forward during this full moon. All right. That's my pile number 2. All right, y'all. If you chose pile number 3, welcome. We got the rose quartz here for our pile number 3. All right. So if you chose pile number 3, let's get it started. Let's see what your message is from Spirit in regards to the full moon. Ooh, okay. All right. So All right, let's go over this here. So we got the Fool. We got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. The King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles in reverse. And I'm going to flip it upright so you can see it. This is in reverse, the King of Coins, or the King of Pentacles. All right. Ooh. And full moon in Taurus. Yo, Spirit's fine. Your dreams need a practical plan. The full moon in Taurus. That's our full moon, y'all. That's our full moon coming up on Halloween on October 31st. Oh, okay. So is that Frank Sinatra? Okay, so Spirit has, okay, the song that I'm picking up is Luck Be a Lady Tonight. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum. Like Spirit gives me like such random and strange songs. But that's your song, y'all, for pile number 3 if you chose this pile. I think that's Frank Sinatra. Oh my goodness, if I am wrong, my bad. I'm gonna look up all these songs that have come up just to make sure that I have it correct. But yeah, if you chose pile number 3, there's some blockages here from you guys moving forward, and in order for you, it's like for some of y'all, and this is what Spirit's saying, before you start this new journey, this new beginning that you guys are prepping for and planning for, you got to look before you leap. You got to look before you leap. And that means what? Y'all got to remove that blindfold. Y'all have been, this sometimes I see this kind of like as the victim card. This is like and this is not all the time, but sometimes this represents like the victimization card. I see this as this Eight of Swords, because it's like you have bound yourself up, and you have the power to remove the blindfold and to step forward and do what you need to do. So this is about, the relationship you have with yourself. Pile 1 and Pile 2 offered, something different. This is about your relationship with yourself. So this Two of Cups here, you see a woman and a man, but this is you looking in the mirror. This is you looking in the mirror. I'm talking with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's what it is, y'all. In order for you to push forward, to move forward, you have to release the blindfold, cut the cord, all these things that are binding you, all these things that you felt like you couldn't do, or you can't see your way forward. You're gonna have to look before you leap. Like you have to. In your case, you have to do that. Now, usually the Fool is like, I'm just gonna look forward, and if I fall, I fall. I'm just gonna take the leap. And I'm not looking to where I'm really going, but it's like, I'm just offered this new thing. I'm going to take the risk. No matter the success or the fail, I'm just going to take the risk. And for some of y'all, especially with this full moon in Taurus and this message of your dreams needing a practical plan, it's like you can't do that. For y'all that chose this pile, you cannot do that right now. This is not the time to be having the blindfold off. And this is interesting because it's like you see how this young man here or young woman has this white scarf around their neck, and that is almost like that's kind of represents the blindfold that is in the Eight of Swords here. So Pull the wool from out of your eyes. Remove the blindfold. You need to see, and you need to see clearly. This is a time for you to get clear. This is a time for clarity. This is a time for practicality. This is a time for you to really see and plan your way forward. This is what you have to do, y'all, in order to see success. In order for you to get the luck, be a lady tonight and every night, you know, for moving into, you know, leaping into 2021, as Spirit's telling me. You can leap, you're going to be able to leap into 2021, but you have to look first. You really, for this pile, this is about checking yourself, looking at yourself and seeing, what blockages have I been creating in my life that have kept me bound and have kept me from moving on, having something new in my life, new beginnings, new starts, new friends, maybe a new move, a new job, like anything that you desire that's something new, so maybe something you haven't done before. What is keeping me? What is the fear? What are the fears that I've been feeling? You need to address it. You need to heal it, and you need to be courageous. You need to be courageous, and you need to plan. You need to plan. Practicality, y'all. Anything you want to accomplish, anything that you're preparing to accomplish, you're moving forward into 2021, you need a plan. Otherwise, you're going to be asked out. This King of Coins is telling me you're not going to have the resources that you need to get to where you need to go to sustain you. It's not going to happen. So unless, you know, you have to remove this. This blindfold, it's blocking you. It's blocking you from your future. It's blocking you from opportunities. It's blocking you from the resources. This is you having to, Spirit saying, to steady yourself, to have to, Spirit's telling me it's like, when you're planning things out, you get to really look for, you get to take steps throughout the process, throughout your journey, and have like markers. Like Spirit's telling me like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, like plan it out that way. Plan it out in quarters for the year in terms of what you want to accomplish, what you want to see, what do you want to do, what dreams you want to accomplish. That's important. And you plan it out. And you are steady in your plan, you're consistent in your plan, and you're taking the time. I'm like, yo, this is something I need to listen to. But you're taking your time. Again, Spirit's saying with this one, this is about looking before you leap. And so this is about your connection with yourself. So look in that mirror. Take some time to look at yourself and see what is blocking you. What fears are you holding on to? Mentally, what do you feel is blocking you? This may even be a journal entry for some of you guys. I would say write it out, write it out and figure out what is it that you need to release. What are some things that you're afraid of, or, is it failure? Is it not? Is it falling and not being able to get back up, or feeling like you won't be able to get back up, not having the money or the resources that you need, not having the support that you need? You see how this dog is with the Fool, the rose is with the Fool. Like there are objects and there are things along his path or her path that is going along for the ride. Do you feel like you're not going to have the support you need? So really think through that. But again, this full moon in Taurus card is telling you your dreams need a practical plan, and it's not going to come to fruition unless you have a plan in place. Practicality, connectivity, reconnect with self, start to look at yourself and address those things, and you're on your way. All right? Slow and steady wins the race, y'all. Slow and steady. All right? That's pile number 3. Pile number 4, y'all. Pile number 4. All right, this is our fire quartz. Let's get it cracking. So for those who chose pile number 4, let's see what messages Spirit has for you in regards to the full moon. Ooh, where are my Aquariuses? Okay, this is heavy Aquarian energy. Heavy Aquarian energy in this reading. This is also a connection with self. Spirit is really showing me the Strength card. But first, let's get into it. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. We have the Star card. Okay. We have the Strength card. And the full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you. Show the world the real you. Now, this Eight of Cups is actually in reverse. Spirit is showing me. It's in reverse. So, what is keeping you from starting? Spirit's telling me, for some of y'all, the question you need to ask yourselves is, what is keeping you from moving forward? What is keeping you and holding you back from moving forward? Also, for a select few of you, why are you staying? Why are you staying in these situations? You really need to look at that. Because this Strength card is telling me you have the inner fortitude. You have the inner fortitude and the strength to leave. You have it. It's there. It's within you. Stop bullshitting. Spirit's telling me. Sometimes Spirit will have me like kick people's ass, but that's the energy. You know, it's like, stop bullshitting. Stop playing around. You know, you have what it takes. You have what it takes. The Star card and the Strength card, y'all, come on. The Star card and the Strength card. These are dreams realized. And this is telling you, like, the obstacles that are in your way or what you think is in your way, you can overcome them. Okay? The hope and the dreams that you have and the goals that you have in place, it's possible. It's possible. So, why are you holding yourself back? Again, this Two of Cups card is the theme throughout every pile. This is in regards to yourself. This is you looking at yourself. This is you examining yourself and determining what's going on. What's going on with me? That type of energy. And this Eight of Cups is telling me, do I stay or do I go now? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Do I stay or do I go now? Okay? So, yeah, I mean, this is really what this is. So, why are you staying? You know, why are you staying? This energy here is telling you that, like, it's time for you to step up and be yourself, 100% you. No one else. No one else. No one else. It's time for you to be yourself, 100%. Like, there's no one else like you. There's no one else going to be like you. Like, what are you, it's like, Spirit's giving me this energy of, like, what are you waiting for? What are you focused on? Why are you focused on, you know, what's behind you? What's happened in the past? No, no, no. There's heavy water energy here. The cups here, this Eight of Cups with this, you know, this river here, again, with the Star card, this woman, you know, pouring out water. And then again, this Aquarius card. You know, the Star card is connected to the Aquarius astrological sign. So heavy Aquarian energy, and Aquarians are very independent. They're very free thinking, otherworldly, you know, and they just have their own kind of mindset and the way that they think, and it's like sometimes it's not agreeable or socially acceptable as people may say, but it's their own, and they stand behind it, and they don't care what you think. Right? It's like they don't care, and it's like that's the energy that y'all need to step into for this full moon. This full moon is giving that off, that you really need to step into your own. Show the world the real you, as this message is saying. You have the strength and the fortitude. Like, fuck what other people think, fuck what other people say, you know. Like, you have the inner fortitude and strength to overcome, and, you know, you have the confidence. The confidence is within you, y'all. The confidence is within you. You have that. It's within you. You just have to believe it, and you have to start showing it. You have to believe in it. The Star card, for some of y'all, it's going to be a very spiritual time for you during this full moon. Stay prayed up, stay protected, talk to your ancestors, okay? Pour out some libations, prepare some food for your altar, do whatever you need to do. But this is the time, you know, during this full moon, you know, this is a time for you to really start going through a period of self-examination. And again, this kind of reminds me of pile 3. It's like, what are you afraid of? You know, why are you holding on to the past? Why are you holding on to what was instead of looking forward to what can be? What can be? You know, 8 of Cups, it's like, 8 of Cups is usually signaling it's time for you to leave the past behind. It's time for you to leave old things, old ways of thinking, old ways of being, an old value system that maybe you had, maybe old friends that have held you back, maybe old situations that's not who you are anymore. That's not who you are. And it seems like you're in some kind of holding period or some kind of stuck, some stagnant pattern that's, you know, having you you're kind of like in this holding period or this holding space. And it's like, you're not sure how to move or what to do. Spirit's telling you it's time to move forward. It's time to start stepping forward into who you are, who you're becoming, your higher self. Call on Spirit, call on universe to ask, Spirit, help me to be myself every day. Be 100% me. This is like Spirit saying, amp up the self-love, amp up the self-care, amp up you being you and being unapologetic about it. All right? So make sure that you take this time during the full moon to really look at yourself and be like, I'm the shit, y'all. I don't know what you thought, but this is me, and I'm not going to change myself for who I am. This is who I am. This is who I'm going to be. And I like me. I love me. I love who I am. I love who I'm becoming. And I'm going to step forward in this way with this confidence, with this swag, with this energy. And y'all can't say nothing about it. All right? Yeah, pile number 4. Y'all got this, okay? You guys are amazing, all right? Remember that. Be you, because there's no one else like you, all right? All right, y'all. Well, that was the Pick a Pile reading for the full moon. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below if any of the piles that you picked resonated with you. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, more videos and more readings coming up. Take care, y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. Bye.